Hello and welcome to Owen Field, Barry Tramel. I'm Jake Trotter, where the Oklahoma Sooners have moved to 3-2 on the season with a 33-7 victory over Baylor. But the big story today, the return of Slingin' Sammy B.
I tell you what, Sam Bradford played remarkably well for a guy that's been out 5 weeks. Bum shoulder, his passes zipped, his decisions were sharp. He looked solid in the pocket. Now, he wasn't perfect, threw a couple of passes off target, but 27 of 49, almost 400 yards, several drops, or he would have been well into the 400s. A phenomenal performance by Bradford.
So much for the bum shoulder, 49 attempts. It's pretty remarkable considering this was a guy who couldn't make a week through practice last week with throwing problems.
Well, and he talked about how last week he didn't feel he said he could have played maybe, but he didn't feel that great. He said, right now I feel great. And that's after the game, after 49 throws. Bob Stoops was asked if he had Bradford on a pitch count, and he said no. Sooners had over 100 plays, which meant they ran it a lot and threw it a lot. So Bradford got in a good workout and now seems ready for Texas. And you know what? With Bradford playing the way he played today, the Sooners have a fighting chance against the Longhorns.
We'll talk about Texas in a second. Bradford won the only player on the field tonight. DeMarco Murray had a nice game. The wide receivers made some plays, but like you said, the drops were really the big Achilles heel for this club.
Well, you know what I thought interesting about this game is Oklahoma played much better in the second half. 14-7 at halftime. In the first half, lots of drops. The running game was non-existent, and the defense had played just so-so against Baylor. Gave up only 7 points, but played just so-so. Second half, defense dominated. Baylor had 2 first downs. Running game got going, over 200 yards rushing by the end of the day. And the drops went away, only 1 or 2 drops. So Oklahoma played much better in the second half. If you ask me, the way OU played in the second half, they can beat Texas next week. If the way they played in the first half, they've got no chance. So if they can repeat that second half performance, they could win in the Cotton Bowl.
We asked Kevin Wilson, could this team, the way it played tonight, beat Texas next week? And he said, not with kicking all the field goals we did. This red zone offense last year was unbelievable, leading the nation in percentage. This year it's not been so good and really struggled today, although Jimmy Stevens did kick 4 field goals to tie a school record.
Well, I don't think you're going to beat Texas kicking 4 field goals. You might blow them out if you kick 4 field goals, but you're going to have to put some touchdowns with it. Sooners have to score when they get close. And this was not getting to the 19 on, 3rd and 8. This was a lot of first and goals from the 7, a lot of first and goals from the 4, and not getting in. So that is a major concern. Even in the second half, Oklahoma just one touchdown in the second half of a dominant 30 minutes.
Think about it, too. If Baylor doesn't hit Bradford late on a couple plays, they might have 5 or 6 field goals for Jimmy Stevens instead of 4. Again, our final score here, 33-7. Next up is the big Red River Shootout in Dallas. For Barry Tramel, I'm Jake Trotter. Thanks for watching News OK.